the recent events, and it's perfect timing that Glasses had pulled up after 27 going on 28 years. Keefe D landed itself in a slammer. You know what I'm saying? It's a common case of not knowing the law and being a dummy. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between them giving him immunity and taking a proffer agreement, which he did. You know what I mean? And immunity, even though he was involved with the crime, that you could tell everything you did, as long as you just let us know what happened, and we ain't gonna hold nothing against you. Proffer agreement, you tell us everything, and then if you find out anything later outside of what you told us, we could use that against you. So he went on to do interviews, and he started saying stuff outside of what he did with Greg Kadings. I think that's his name. And they're able to use that, you know what I mean? So, Alex, run that for me real quick.
Let's see what you got.
Evidence used to convince a grand jury to indict a Henderson man on a murder charge. Police believe that he was the mastermind behind the crime and now believe that they can prove it.
Despite the long-held belief that a deceased gang member named Orlando Anderson was the man who shot rapper Tupac Shakur in 1996, leading to his death, information from a Clark County grand jury transcript says otherwise, and Bad Boy founder Diddy is at the thick of it all.
But Zipper came pick me up. We rolling up Greenleaf in our neighborhood, and his phone ring, boom, and it was Puff. And he like, you think it's cool to come out here and do concerts?
According to documents obtained by media outlets, a man affiliated with the Southside Compton Crips, Devonte Lee, says it was another Southside Crip, DeAndre Big Dree Smith, who pulled the trigger, and that allegedly all of them were working under the instructions of Diddy. Reportedly, Anderson and Smith were in a white Cadillac with Terrence Brown and Dwayne Keith Keefe D. Davis the night of the shooting, September 7th, 1996. It's not refuted that the white Cadillac pulled up to a BMW driven by Suge Knight with Tupac in the passenger seat, but conventional wisdom has long been that Anderson shot into the BMW. In his statements to a grand jury over the indictment of Davis and the murder plot, Lee says it was Smith who fired the shots. When appearing before the grand jury, Lee was asked if it was true that Smith told him that Davis passed a gun to Anderson. That's exactly what he told me.
Suge A. Knight is crazy.
I think they be just mispronouncing black people's name on purpose.
Yeah, because how does she... Come on,
it got to be AI.
Yeah, I'm about to say she pronounced it like the computer would do it.
Typed it and just she started... Yeah, I don't know. Even the proffer, wasn't the proffer with the feds?
Yeah, but agreement is an agreement. I don't think because the feds gave you that agreement, that don't mean the state could come and do what they want to do.
Shit, in theory, they can.
I think the feds supersede the state and not the other way around.
True, but then the state can still press their line. Like they not, like the feds can, like they do supersede. So if you got a case and the feds pick you up, they could take you from the state. But I don't think they could stop the state from filing a charge, only unless they gonna file their own charges. So even if his proffer was with the feds, like, shit, even if he don't have new information, because I don't think none of that information is what got a warrant to arrest him. That would be, like, interviews would be weak. You know what I mean? Like, you had to arrest some. When we see the discovery, we're going to really see exactly what they got him with. Like, somebody saying that's a witness, that would be something that you could actually arrest. You know, you can get an arrest warrant with a grand jury. But it's weird because I'm thinking Alex and them will know, like, even the way the grand jury work in Nevada, like that shit could stay open for so much time. You could keep presenting shit. Like you're not limited on time. So I really need to see like what's the evidence that they charged him? How did you? Because it can't be these interviews.
But see, I think the discrepancy is who actually shot. Was it Baby Lane or the big Dre dude? And then the car behind them, witness said it was a dude with a big arm that pointed the gun out the window. It wasn't a smaller arm like Baby Lane would have. So that would like kind of breach their little proffer deal because that's not true outside of what you told them. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. But then it would have to be Keefe who said that. It couldn't be somebody else, right? Because then at that point it wouldn't be him changing the story.
See, they gonna have to just discredit Keefe D and prove that Baby Lane wasn't the shooter and it was actually Big Dre, and then he in trouble. If
Shout out to Dre, rest in peace, man. Dre booked me for my 4th concert ever. Southside used to do this thing in the mansions in Compton called Lane Day, where they would celebrate Baby Lane. You know what I mean? He was like a real centerpiece of their community. So, and it's funny because I took my homeboy to the concert. My boy D is like a huge Tupac fan, and I remember Dre gave me $3,500. This is my 4th concert, and he gave me $3,500 to come perform because White Lightning was going crazy, and we was chopping it up and all that. And I take him in, and I didn't know what the event was, so I go to the event, and I'm walking in with my boy, and I'm looking at the pictures of Baby Lane, and my boy with me. My boy, like, he ain't from nowhere, but he just a little active LA nigga. So he looking, he like, oh, this motherfucker turned up. These niggas got money. You know, the South had money. So he's like, yeah, they own. We walking, and I noticed the pictures. I'm like, oh shit, this is something they celebrating for Baby Lane. So we walking back there, and I'm fucking with my boy, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm being a dick. I'm like, man, you know what this for? He like, yeah, who is this nigga they all celebrating? This nigga must have been that nigga. I said, man, he knocked off your boy.
That would have broke my heart.
He was so mad. He wanted to, I'm telling you, he was like, man, I ought to shoot all these niggas. I'm like, bro, calm down. You don't even know that man, dog. But it's funny though, man. Like, Dre was such a good nigga, man. I really, you know, and I know Dre didn't do it. Like, fuck all the hype. Dre didn't do that shit, dog. Dre, like, even Dre told me, he like, that ain't something. Dre didn't even when he explained the story, it was never Dre. Every nigga knew what it was the first day, but I mean, I'm definitely interested in the discovery to see what's the evidence that you using? Is it that witness? You know what I mean? Because that dude wasn't in the car.
Okay. What you said his name was? Alex Dirt Rock?
Oh, yeah.
I think Dirt Rock might be entered. Is Dirt Rock still alive?
Yep.
Is that who's supposed to be the witness?
He the one told on Keefe D originally, and then they came and interviewed him. Then they brought the Tupac thing, and Keefe D started running his mouth. So they might bring Dirt Rock in. They go have to bring Suge Knight, subpoena Suge Knight, and Puff, bro. You better lawyer up, B-Team. Nah, for real.
You know, I used to. Did you ever see the Resurrection movie by Tupac? They made it for him after
They
he
got too many
passed.
movies off of Tupac.
His
I know
mom
the
kind of
dude
put
who
it
made it,
together.
though, too.
His mom, I think, and an MTV and a couple other people put it together. It's a really good movie. And when it came out, I don't know how old was I. I think I was in middle school still.
The homie Gabi, I think, made that shit. I know the dude who made it.
It's a beautiful movie. I would watch that every day and try to investigate. Once Google and all that came out, I used to try to investigate. Why would they kill conspiracies? All kinds of, I could never figure it out. Why would they kill Tupac? I was young. I was in middle school. I was young. This is way back then. But I used to watch Resurrection faithfully, try to put stuff together. And after a while, I was like, I give up. So when this came out, I'm like, I don't even want to hear about this no more. This is so sad.
It was really open as shit. Like, if you was around at that time, like he younger, you younger, but like Alex would tell you, we all knew who it was the first day.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
The word got around real fast that they jumped on the boy. And when he got shot, we already knew what it was. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody thought twice. Even when after that, there was a thing where the looters start beefing, the mob start beefing with the South Side. It was on.
Both
so
of them.
you knew what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was never no question on what happened. It wasn't.
So the streets knew it just, yeah.
Yeah. But like any other thing, when somebody beefing, we know who did what. Because we in a culture of claiming everything you do. We want people to know we did it because the point, whether nobody admitted or not, we don't want to have to do this forever.
Yeah.
So we want you to know you can't fuck with us. So we gonna show you and you gonna know we did it.
Right.
That's the whole point of it. Whether nobody admitted or not, don't nobody want to be around this motherfucker shooting at somebody all day. You want niggas to know to bow down and nigga don't fuck around, nigga. You know what I mean? So you claim your shit. It ain't like the big shit. Nobody still really know what happened to the big shit. Like, we hearing stories now, but even when that happened, I never heard one story in the streets. I didn't hear stories till like internet came out. Then they were like, oh, this person. And they started just naming people. And it was like professional versus Pac's situation where they jumped on somebody that was like.
Pac shit was more spontaneous.
Yeah. And it was more traditional of what normally happened.
Right.
So I don't believe Puff had nothing to do with it, because the reason I don't believe Puff had nothing to do with it is no way you could tell me them niggas was rich at that time. Keefe, Fink, all them niggas was rich. So they could move anywhere they wanted to. They was at a Mike Tyson fight. Them tickets was like Floyd fights. You know what I mean? It was big tickets. So they had the money. There's no way they could tell me that Puff could owe them $1 million and then move about the cabin after not paying them. I don't care if they said Zip stole the money. Even if dude stole the money, you better pay us our money, because I don't believe there's no way possible they gonna be cool with letting, you know what I mean, Puff run around owing them $1 million. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey, so hypothetically, if Zip did steal the money that Puff gave to him to pay the South Side, that'd be a good thing because if the money would have made it, then that would have been murder for hire.
Yeah.
So since allegedly or whatever, that Zip and whoever else took the money, didn't deliver the money, they just opened up a club with it and did what they. It's really a blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying?
For Puff.
Right.
It's crazy as Puff turned into Suge Knight. Man, when I was younger, Puff was like the nigga that just didn't want no problems. Puff was just cool. Like Puff, like, man, we ain't even playing into that beef, all that. Then now Puff choking out rappers, punching on rappers.
Man, hey, look, I'm
crazy. I seen a nigga on Power. You see the nigga talk to the nigga on Power in Hollywood dressed as the Joker? Nigga, man, like, nigga,
Yeah, he
nigga,
was tripping.
like, I was like, who is this nigga right here? This
On
is
Halloween,
not,
yeah.
brother, look, it's not Puff.
Man, I'm gonna tread lightly because I want Revolt to pick this thing up and shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's man, come on, man. You slap Drake and you want to choke out Tyler the Creator. Those not know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still, Puff.
Man, he need to choke out 50. 50 keep sex playing up to somebody gay.
No, that's different.
Feel me?
Every vote is gonna pick this up. They're gonna speak that into existence.
Yeah, man, check this
but
out like
I
a
don't
survey.
believe there's no chance Puff really. I don't know, man. I'm starting to be
Okay,
confused.
I have a question.